Good morning, people. Do you have a tendency to be in others' shoes, to be able to feel the emotions which gives pains to others? Do you really feel the feelings or pains of others? Are you that is called empathic? And do you know in what ways it can be helpful for you? This is Tidbit Rama signing in. So, being empathic, in what way it will help you? Do you think it's a constructive trait? Of course, it is because it will obviously make you a better person or a better human being in other sides. Because very few people or less people will have that tendency. That's no doubt that's a wonderful quality to be empathic. So, and that can be developed, that's a different thing, but have you ever understood how it can help you to be confident, to be a confident individual? Yes, being empathic, it actually helps you to become a confident or a person or a person of high self-esteem, because if at all you can feel others pain, if at all you can understand others emotions very deeply, it means you can do the same thing to yourself. You can become a self motivator, or you can understand yourself, or you can be compassionate towards yourself, right? When there is some backlog, or let's say when there is some failure in your life, so obviously instead of being self critical, you can be empathic, self empathic, and try to understand what exactly caused you the problem, or what are the things which has actually made you not to reach the goal, right? And it will also will make you resilient, because when you try to understand what exactly has led to your failure, obviously you won't think about the problem, or you won't feel sad about the outcome. Rather, you will think how you can improvise yourself, or how you will look at how you can find solution and resolve the issue, or at least you can learn lessons from it, and you can be a better person, and next time you will perform better and handle similar situation in a better way, by being resilient, by being self-supportive, right? Being self-supportive, resilient means we can say being self-supportive. I don't mean that you should support yourself blindly, whether even when you realize that you have done something intentionally wrong, or due to because of some indiscipline you didn't give it your best. But when, let's say, if at all you have given your best, or maybe you are unaware of certain issues or certain aspects of the task which you have performed, which has made you get a failure, or got a negative outcome which is not expected by you, you can actually learn lessons from it, and it will help you to become more confident and train yourself not to do such mistakes, or not to repeat such mistakes. That can help you. And even it can help you to have good social relationship, because as I said, empathy is it's a wonderful quality. It's not very few people have this ability or trait to understand other pains or feelings, so as well as they understand themselves, because it will help you to have to understand the other person better, and it you can develop close relationship, or more emotionally bonded or strongly bonded relationship, whether it's your family, friends, or maybe even colleagues. Because sometimes what happens is, now let's say if at all you're a project manager and some employee is not able to perform a task well, if you being a boss, if at all you shout at them, or enforce them to do something which they are not able to, or which they cannot, instead if at all you being empathic and help them, or try to sort out where exactly are they going wrong, so that they can realign themselves and improve and perform better. So in this way it will help you in having a good social or professional and personal relationship with others. And obviously when you share, or when you can think in others, by being an other's person's point of view, you can actually have an ability, or develop an ability to communicate effectively, because you understand when to say what, or exactly you will have you know what kind of words can be used in certain situation, and depending on the person, because you cannot handle every human being in the same manner, right? Like we have very unique, for every human being has a unique DNA, unique genetic material. Similarly, you cannot handle all the people similarly. When you can understand other persons well, obviously it will be easy for you to communicate with them. You will know how to communicate with whom, or how to communicate well with others based on their point of view, because the whole purpose of communication is to convey your message properly, so that they can get it in a positive manner, and do the task well, or maybe share their problems with you or their concerns with you in a constructive manner, because you won't communicate just for the sake of telling the issue, right? It actually helps in for the in the building of relationships in whatever aspect it may be, personal, professional, or social. So effective communication has its own importance. I hope I'm clear in this point. And by being empathic, it will also give you self confidence. If at all you are able to handle people well, and if at all you are able to communicate well, obviously it will in turn help you to build your self confidence, builds your confidence, right? You can be more effective leader, even you can be more effective manager, right? Even you can recommend yourself that you are good at understanding people or communicating well. It itself becomes an asset for you, a very strong positive point where you can recommend yourself, right? And in this way it will also helps in conflict management. Let's say when there is some kind of misunderstanding between any two members of your team, or maybe between any other two family members, you being a bridge, you can bridge that emotional gap, or that emotional what I can say hollow between them, right? Because you understand them both, or you can understand people well. So in this way you can help them understand each other, and it not only help them to resolve their issue, their emotional bonding will be strong. At the same time, even it will help you to have a strong emotional bonding with other two, with those two people, right? And they will feel lucky, and they will feel proud of you, that such a wonderful human being is a part of their life. And even they may learn from you. In a way, you are a source of information, inspiration for others. And uh, I don't have to tell anybody, or I mean, it's a common sense, right? If at all somebody says that he is inspiring to you, or if at all somebody expresses a emotion or a feeling that they are looking up to you because of in any personality development, so that feels like heaven. And no doubt that improves your self-esteem and self-confidence to a greater level, to many times, yeah, to almost to the next level, I would say, isn't it? To understand it better, let's take an example of a real life story. Emma Watson. I hope most of you are aware. Emma Watson. It's one of the lead protagonist in this Harry Potter series. The girl, the friend of Harry Potter, you know, right? He has grown big, and she is a very successful Hollywood actress. Even after this. Hollywood series, because of these Hollywood movies. I mean to say, sorry, Harry Potter movies. She acted in many good number of movies, and Emma Watson. She is actually well known for her empathic relationship with others. In a way, it has also helped her not only in understanding her others well, but also to handle herself well. Because when the celebrities, what they see is they are idealistic to common people. In every way, they feel celebrities or some kind of angels walking on this planet. But they have their own inhibitions, they have their own insecurities, because they are also common human beings like us. So Emma Watson has always openly accepted her insecurities or inhibitions which she has. In a way, she has given a common public image, and that shows her resilient and self-confident character. Right? Unless you are confident, obviously you won't openly accept your inhibitions or insecurities, right? And that too, when you are a celebrity, that's really a hard thing to do. But she is a gutsy lady or a gutsy young woman who has actually accepted, and she stood for herself by being resilient and fought back, and has overcome her inhibitions or her insecurities by being treated by the psychologist or whatever. And then she has always stood strong. She has interacted well with her fans, and she has raised her voice for gender equality, and she is involved in many philanthropic activities. She has always taken a positive aspect or positive way of her being celebrity, or she has never taken advantage for herself, but she has contributed to the society. So when and that has made her well to be socially more interactive with the common people around or her fans. So, in this way, she stood as an inspiration, as a natural leader, being an empathic human being, and she stood strong for herself, and then even she is able to replicate the same thing for the others' emotions and feelings, or for others' personal aspect, like when it's about, I'm referring to the gender equality. So, in this way, I hope this helped. In this way, she has really stood as a wonderful human being by being empathic. And this is Tidbit Rama signing off. Please follow me on YouTube and also other social media channels, LinkedIn, um, Facebook, and Instagram. I have shared the link in the description. Thank you so much.